Shout out to Isley and Dahlia. You know who you are. Welcome back to another episode of the Brotherly Banter. What pod was it? Podcast, is it?
It is.
Welcome back to another episode. Lane, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Just ready to do some talking and make everyone happy at home, you know.
What'd you do today?
I just got off work, came straight over here, and here we are. We're making bank, and we're on a roll.
Making cash over fist.
Yeah,
Quite
we
frankly.
sure are.
How's the new house?
I don't have it yet.
Well, I don't know. How's it coming along? I don't know. How's the process?
I'm just waiting now. I've done all the things necessary to, get the house. So now I just, wait for closing and
all that good
go
stuff.
from there. And then I got some repairs and stuff to do. But
are you nervous? You nervous to be a homeowner?
No, not really.
Have you checked
About
out
time.
the area around there?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Looks fine.
Looks all right.
You should check out what the local pub is or something. Get to know everyone.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Are
what
you
that
in
is.
walking distance of anything cool?
Cool? I don't know about cool, but I mean,
How far is the downtown?
I don't know. I mean, it kind of all looks like downtown, honestly.
That's good. That's a good little town. If it all looks like downtown.
Yeah. So honestly, I mean, it kind of just all looks like that. I mean, there's even a Dollar General right in there, right next to a gas station.
Okay, yeah, that's very bustling.
Yeah, it's
very
like
bustling.
that's
It's
very
like New York City.
That feels very downtown. I mean, you look in Davison here. I mean, we got a Dollar Tree and a Dollar General downtown
And a gas station.
Yeah,
Straight
like
up again,
20 of
and
them,
they're
so.
having a Panda Express soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
they sure are. So I mean, yeah, I would say it definitely feels pretty much the same, but I don't know any of the roads.
It's pretty luxurious.
So.
You'll get there, and you
Yeah.
can tell me if it's cool, and then maybe I'll move next door or something.
That'd be pretty sick.
As soon as we can get out of this dump. Lane, why do you listen to music?
Why do I listen to music?
Yeah, why do you listen to it? I heard you listen to music, right?
Yeah.
Why? What's up with that?
I don't know if there's a particular reason why, but I mean, makes me happy.
Makes
Makes me feel good.
That's all you get out of it?
I like singing along to certain artists that I like, and
Are you a big karaoke head?
not in front of people.
Do you think you could be good if you had the goal, if you weren't scared? You could
No,
tear
I
down the
think
house
that-
in karaoke?
I think that you and Chloe took all the, musical talent, just all that type of stuff. Like,
But you have a musical brain. You
Doesn't
got a
mean
good
I can,
ear for it.
you know.
It's in you.
that doesn't mean I can, make it come out that way though.
Well, I guess so.
I've tried my best.
If you could wake up and know an instrument, what would it be?
Those are my questions. Like to perfection, I am assuming.
Yeah, you're just really
Honestly,
competent with it.
Honestly, this might be an unexpected one, but I
The kazoo.
love the sounds of a good piano player.
Yeah, piano is super
it's-
versatile. If you can play the piano, you can play anything.
It just sounds so nice.
Are you into classical music?
No, not even. It's just, but when I hear just a piano, just just whatever, I'm like, wow, that sounds real nice. That sounds real nice, and it makes me go, I wish I knew something like this, but I also know that I don't have a lot of time on my hands, and so I'm not gonna dig into something like that, knowing.
It's easier than you think to get
No,
started.
I'm all right.
I can show you the ropes at some point.
I'd rather just listen.
You have no inclination to learn.
Not
If you
not
don't
the piano.
try, how can you get there? The piano.
Well, I
is
don't
easy.
want to know how to learn. I don't really want to know how to learn it, honestly.
Why
I
not?
just like listening to it.
Wouldn't it be cool to make your own? You're like, oh man, I did that. That's awesome.
No.
No.
I just like I like congratulating other people. I don't want to know how. I feel like it would take away from how my ears.
You would
take
be
in the
too
music.
critical of it. You'd be like,
Yeah.
wait, this thing that I've always liked sucks now that I know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
it's like, wow, they missed one key, and I would have never noticed before, but now I do.
Or maybe you think it's even cooler now that they broke the rules. You gotta
I
learn the
doubt
rules
it.
to break
I doubt
them.
it. I doubt it.
Well, who's your favorite artist?
Right
Among
now,
Yeah, who are you listening to right now? What's rattling in your brain right now?
well,
What's
for
in
the
your
last
car?
few years, it's been by far, and I mean like usually this artist is double my listen time compared to the next. Is still Jake Hill.
Jake Hill. Shout out to Jake Hill. All the Jake Hill heads out there. Is Jake Hill a big deal? I never hear anybody else talk about him.
He has a lot of supporters, but like, and he still releases music and albums and stuff like that, but no one really talks about him. And I think that was kind of one of the things that made me so interested in him and in the first place, was just that I felt like he sounded so nice. I liked his voice and what he would do with like the rhythm and flow of his songs.
So yeah, tell the audience at home what kind of genre, what kind of music this Jake Hill character makes.
I would imagine that people would list it as an emo rap.
Emo rap? Emo hop?
Something like that.
Okay.
I'm imagining that's probably how they list him, but he does more than just, like an emo rap kind of thing. I know, way back when he used to make some like rock music or something like that.
He's got some versatility in him.
Yeah, maybe not like whole rock songs, but like there's definitely a portion of rock in very particular songs, some of which are even his most popular songs. And,
I remember he would have a lot of guitar and
and
stuff
it's
you'd
like,
show me. He has really clean production.
Yeah, and so it's like, again, I think they would list him as an emo rap, but again, I feel he does a lot more than that, and he doesn't sound like the lyrics, sure, yes, because that's his genre, that's what he sings, right? But the voice that he does it, his voice over the music and all that stuff and the beat is, it doesn't feel like a normal emo rap kind of thing.
I don't even know any. I didn't. I guess just being tender while you rap, I guess, is what it
right,
is.
yeah, it's like I
you've been listening to him for as long as I can remember. That's like
it's been a while.
What draws you to this guy? Why Jake Hill?
I think it's specifically just his voice, because I mean, I know that you remember I was, and I would still say I am a fan of Lil Peep, and I still like his music, but I don't listen to him anymore. I used to non-stop listen to his music and
I remember
stuff like that. But I mean, as good as
Jake Hill's kind of in that same genre.
Yes, but I feel like he's better in my opinion.
He probably has more material.
I would say that is a probability. Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. But
what are some good bars? Do you know any by heart? What's some good lyrics that stick with you?
Not lyrics per se. I just like specific songs.
Okay. Stories they tell.
Sure. Yeah.
You just like the voice.
Yeah, I mean,
you could be saying gibberish for all you care.
I like the ones more that I can sing along with, they stick in my brain better and
catchier tunes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a few like Lion.
I know you like Lion. I remember
Void
that.
Walker. He just released this one not too long ago called Never Ever. That one's pretty catchy. I'll have to play that one for you. I don't know the lyrics all the way for that one yet, but that one's pretty nice as well. And I could go further on that if needed, but there's a lot of songs. He has this other guy that he makes a lot of music with called his name's Josh A.
Yeah, I remember.
And they kind of have a similar tune to them. I just feel that Jake Hill has the better voice, and so that's why I listen to him more so. But I will say, when they make a song together, it's typically a banger.
Do you prefer male vocalists in music generally?
Yeah, and it's not even. I mean, I would have never realized that until you said it now. But yeah, I don't. The only female artist I've ever really listened to is Billie Eilish, and I do listen to the occasional Madonna.
Okay, those are both great picks, though.
Right. So it's like, Yeah,
If
but
you're gonna,
I mean,
if you're gonna pick two, those are two good ones to have.
yeah. And I mean, sure, there's some specific songs by other female artists, but not like I used to listen to them.
But you're like
a lot
specifically
kind of
into
thing.
Billie Eilish and Madonna as
Right.
artists, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, overall, definitely, male artists. I would say that maybe not my. I won't say my top three, but I will say my top three that I'm currently listening to,
Okay.
artist-wise, would probably be Jake Hill, and I'm just gonna include Josh A with that,
Okay.
because they
collab so much.
Yeah, so much. Two, NLE Choppa.
Uh-huh.
I don't know
Shout
why.
out Choppa.
I don't know why. I just like his music. Not his new music. I only listen to his old music.
Still get you hype.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't like his new music at all. But
What's wrong? What happened to his new music?
He how do I put it? He like, because back then it was like all his songs were super hype. And like they would just make they would get you going. Like you're sad, now you're ready, man. Now you're ready to
pumped.
go.
Yeah.
But now all he talks about is just like the million different things and people. Well, I don't even know how to
He's
explain
gotten too sensitive.
A lot
now.
of stuff with women.
A lot of okay.
And it's just like, I don't want to hear you just talking about what you're gonna do to this female, and then the next one, and then the next one. It's like, no, I don't want to listen to that. You know? So it's like, yeah, I don't like his new music. And then
number three.
Third, honestly, that I might be stuck on that one.
That's all you listen to?
Well, no, because I listened to a few. I would say though that my third would most likely be Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, we listened to a lot of Mac.
Yeah, Mac's awesome. Again, that's not in a particular order. Those are just
you also
three.
You have a pretty long history with Mac DeMarco.
Very long.
As well. How
very,
would you
very
describe?
long. He's definitely my longest tenured artist for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, without a doubt. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say other than I don't know. It's just like every song I listen to,
skips.
I always
banger.
feel like every song is fantastic, and even the ones where he just like doesn't even try to name it, it's just some like numbers or letters or something.
Yeah, he dropped a whole
and it's
album.
like,
just
and I was like, these are all bangers,
yeah,
dude.
they're all pretty good.
Like one of my favorites that are just like a single letter or number is K. That's a fantastic song.
That one's a good one, yeah.
That's a great song.
Yeah,
like
that's a new one.
Like I don't know. And obviously
He dropped a new album. I haven't listened to it yet. It's like called
I listened to it.
something.
I don't remember what it's called. I listened to it
Was
though.
good?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Classic Mac. You gotta listen to it more.
Yeah, I've only listened to it I think 2 times all the way through, like in order. So I can't say I have too much experience on the like album itself, but individual song wise, I feel that it was a nice album and
chill.
Yeah,
Laid
so
back.
Oh, always.
What's your so you've been listening to this guy for like 10 years, or I know that
Something like that.
What are some of your most memorable like Mac moments where you just remember his music being there in that memory?
Honestly, I would. As soon as you said it, it made me think back to when I was delivering with DoorDash. I would bump his music, pulling up to houses. I'm out here driving in some farmlands, getting to this random person's house. I'm bumping some Mac, and I would say that's probably. I mean, that along with just like in school. Which I feel like is too easy of an answer. But those combined, I feel like those are probably the most memorable times.
I would play them a lot on the guitar.
Yeah, you sure would.
You just play.
Way back, I'd be playing 2K back then.
Yeah.
I'm sure Madden was slipped in there eventually, but back then it was 2K.
You loved playing 2K, and I would just chill there and play some Mac DeMarco tunes.
Well, the thing I realized that I probably have never even mentioned to you was back then, there would be times where I didn't even want to play anymore, but I knew if I got off, you'd stop playing Mac DeMarco or whatever you're playing on the guitar,
I
right?
didn't know that.
So
That's funny.
whether I wanted to play or not, I kept going because, again, like guitar, piano, there's
You could listen
so
to them
far
solo.
exactly so far those are the only two instruments that like they make me like tingle inside.
Tickle
when they're
your
played
brain.
well.
Yeah.
Like
you get the
it just
goosebumps.
makes me feel. I don't know. It just makes me feel amazing to hear a good guitar, good piano. And so I would just keep playing, man. I was like, whoa, this is awesome. I'm just shooting a ball and got cool music at the background, you know? And
So you're more of a listener.
yes, for sure.
Do you think you'd be like a good music critic? Like if an artist dropped an album, you'd be able to listen to it and really just kind of...
Honestly, no.
No.
Because music-wise, I feel I am very biased. I have genres I hate. I have genres I love. I have artists I hate. I have artists I love. And I just feel like connections or, depending on certain lyrics they say, I would just be so biased towards or against them. And
Well,
that probably wouldn't go as well.
what is a genre that you don't normally listen to but think you could give more of a chance?
Well, this has kind of already been in motion.
Okay.
But
Dipping
I
your
used
toes
to-
into it.
I wouldn't say hate, but I used to dislike rock music.
Rock music. Well, here I was kind of the same because I always just think of... It just makes me think of just what plays in the background when I'm around Dad.
Yep.
And it's
Right.
like I've listened to it my whole life
Yep.
to the
You
point
know
where
every song.
it's
you
just
know?
kind of just static at this
Right,
point.
and it's like so you would just maybe not be annoyed, but you'd just be like, okay, there's rock on. You know.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even be able to like on my own listen to like a Led Zeppelin album or something.
Yeah.
And try to enjoy it as music because I'm just like I'm tired of this. Turn
Yep.
this off.
Yep. So yeah, so it's like that's how I felt as well, but I would say really maybe a month or two before football season started, I gave some rock a try. And,
Who you listen to?
I mean,
Some
I can
classic
look while we
stuff,
talk
or-
real quick. I mean, yeah. I listen to. It's literally classic rock, but the majority of people are people like Ozzy, so Led Zeppelin, obviously. Who
Okay.
else I got on here? Metallica, Radiohead.
Radiohead, yeah.
I got some Queen on here.
Okay.
And then just bunch like Red
All
Hot
the
Chili
classics.
Peppers, Guns N' just all the classics bands and stuff like that. I even got some Prince on here.
Yeah.
You know,
That's all stuff I
Um,
don't listen to for sure.
No?
I guess I could. I don't know. I'm kind of
I don't know.
inspired
It's-
now that
it's-
you say it, but
it's
I'm like,
it's almost refreshing.
Metallica,
honestly, because it just makes me.
AC/DC,
Well, I get that. Well, I actually don't really care for AC/DC, but they are on there.
It's really shrill.
It's just like I don't know. It just again, it just reminds me of. I mean,
It's a little
think about it.
nostalgic
Back then,
now,
it's
yeah.
like, well, we were stressed out because we had homework. Come on, like, come on, dude. We had freaking
We were
homework and we
fools.
were stressed.
We were fools.
We had homework.
We could have done so
I mean,
much different.
come on.
Yeah.
I would rather have homework any day now than go to work. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, come on.
Probably.
I mean, my goodness. So, like, just listening to that kind of music, plus, makes me think about Dad. Dad relates to football. I'm in the football mood now, so it just,
It is
it
football
all
time.
correlates, and it just makes me feel nice, and it just makes me think of way back when, and I go,
Yeah.
wow, to be a child again, even though I'm not too far out of it, but I can
Well-
understand how people feel. I'm sure,
So you're listening to rock now, but you listen to these other guys pretty consistently for about a decade now.
Yeah, for sure.
So how would you say your taste has changed over the years, if at all?
I wouldn't say it like genre wise. I don't think it has changed much. Again, if we are assuming that whatever critics or however they do this type of stuff consider Jake Hill and stuff like that as emo rap, then I would say my genre of music hasn't changed much. But I will say I feel that I have become more aware of the vocals of particular artists because, for example, Mac, he doesn't have a great voice, a fantastic voice, but the music he sings with it and the beat, the music in the background, it is perfect. And it fits so well, and it just makes it makes everything better, essentially.
So your tastes haven't changed per se, but they've become more developed.
Yes, I feel certain things are more heightened than before because like if for example, some Lil Peep songs, right? As much as I listened to him back then, some of his songs they sound like crap. They just sound like crap,
like the old SoundCloud stuff.
Some of them fantastic. He has some great albums and stuff like that. But like there's particular songs that I remember I used to really like, and I'm like, his voice sounds like crap over this this background and stuff, and I'm like, but now I get naive. But now I get like a Jake Hill and a Mac, and I'm like, I feel like every song is like perfect for their voice, and again I could just be players. Just biased there, but I do feel like at least in my mind that is how I feel, and I'm seeing it now with Lil Peep. Like some of his music wasn't as good as I used to like it,
Well,
so,
you've kind of grown out of it then. You've kind of matured your taste there. Have you ever seen an artist live?
No, I have not.
Who would you want to see live?
Well, I'm still hoping. It's looking pretty slim by the day, but I would like to.
Eminem.
No.
Oh, you said slim.
No, the chances are slim.
Okay.
Although that would be sick. So I would like to see Mac DeMarco live with you.
That would go absolutely
come next year in March.
Yeah, we could try to figure it out.
He's selling out pretty fast. Not selling out all the way in Detroit, yep.
I feel like he's not as big as he used to be, though. And I was able to get him.
No, TikTok made him even bigger, man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which it annoys me in a particular way, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm rooting for Mac, though. So, I support that part, but then you got people saying, like, oh, yeah, it's like a TikTok song. I'm like, no, it's not. He released that 10 years ago, but okay.
But it's just now, they like to recycle old stuff and turn it into a thing. But that would go. I've seen Mac DeMarco live.
I know. That's why I'm like, dude,
how sick all the classics and he played all of the new stuff.
How sick would it be? Because you know how much I like Mac. How sick would it be? You are there for my first time seeing Mac live.
That's pretty chill.
And I know pretty much a majority of the songs he's about to sing.
Yeah, I would be able to tell what he's going to play based on where he'd put his capo.
Oh, really?
Guitar. So it would put on the 4th fret. I'm like, I know what he's playing.
Okay, I can't say I would know that part, but
I got the insight.
Yeah. But okay, so let's just jump to you real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to start with this. What instrument did you play as a child? And what do you play now, and how do you feel? What are some differences between instruments you played back then compared to now?
I grew up playing the cello, and I was never good at it. I never had a passion for it. I never practiced. I never wanted to deep dive into this instrument and figure it out. I could read the music, and I could
that's about all I could do
play
too.
That,
Yep.
But I was never third chair material. I was
gonna say, I remember. What was it? Martella,
and then
he made a 4th row for me because our class was.
I think I did.
I'm
like
being so serious. Yeah. I was the only one in a 4th row, and I was. There was no in every other section, viola, cello. Yeah, there was no 4th row.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't. I mean, it's a cool instrument. I've definitely done it outside of school, but it didn't tickle my brain. But it wasn't until then I kind of switched to the bass after that because I was like, I could learn the guitar.
Yep.
But that's a lot of strings, man.
It's a lot of strings.
And the cello has 4.
Yep.
And it's already too many.
Yep, it sure is.
So I was like, maybe I can go to the bass and it's got 4 strings on the bass. So it'll be easy to navigate. I can go right to it. But even though the strings are completely different, but
Right.
um,
What are some maybe not songs in particular, but what are some artists or genres maybe that you started out with on like the bass or the guitar or
okay,
whatever?
so yeah, that's kind of how like I was really into the Velvet Underground
Okay.
at that time, and just having like a really heavy, like hard distortion, like feedback sound. It's like borderline not even musical. Me and my friend Merrick, we did like a live show in like someone's backyard one time where we played the Velvet Underground song called Sister Ray, where it's pretty much just like feedback, like for 20 minutes over a drum beat. And people were not happy with it, but it was very legendary. Then I got into Joy Division.
Okay.
So Joy Division is a very bass-centric band. It's like the bass is kind of like the lead instrument in it. It's like they do all the melodies, all the riffs and stuff that like your ear catches.
Yeah.
So I would learn every Joy Division song. And the thing about the Joy Division songs is that he doesn't play the bass like a bass. He's not like all the way down here being like boom, boo-doo-doo, boop. He plays it like a guitar. So he'll play it as high as it goes and then play lead melodies on it as if it was a guitar. And
It
so
worked.
yeah, it did. It sounded cool. And so I would just do that, and then I would it inspired me to practice it, unlike the cello would.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I just want to keep doing this, and then I just got more intricate with it to the point where I was like, I should play the guitar, like.
Well, I hear you play now. You're good
cut
at
out the
that.
middleman.
Right. Yeah. At what point did you switch to the guitar then? How long out was that?
I think I started the guitar in senior year.
Okay.
And again, it's kind of started with trying to play Velvet Underground songs because I always wanted to find the shortcut to something. I never want to learn the right way to do something. I always just kind of want to do a shortcut. And then what I end up doing is kind of like learning backwards, Right. So the Velvet Underground, they had this thing where they would tune their guitar so every string is the same note. It was called ostrich tuning. So it was ding, 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 ding the whole way through. And so I was like, I don't need to learn any chords because it already plays itself.
Yeah.
I could drop it and it'll make a good sound, So I would just diddle around on the ostrich tuning. And what I ended up doing was getting really good with my right hand because I wasn't learning chords with my left hand. I was like, this is the hard part. I don't want to learn that. I don't want to learn how to do chords. I just want to already start to sound good.
Yeah.
So I'd have the ostrich tuning, and then I would just use one finger on the top 2 strings and just slide them around and diddle that way. And it would sound nice and it would sound cool. And it would inspire me to keep playing and keep coming up with different kind of ways of doing it till I had built complete dexterity in my right hand, which is that's kind of like my signature sound now is like my finger picking style.
Yeah.
Like I don't play with the pick or
Yeah.
I don't strum or I don't shred like a guitar solos like a rock solo. I don't know how to play that, but I know how to diddle finger style.
Yeah.
I can do bass with my thumb and play a melody with my fingers at the same time,
I would say that it's still pretty tough. So
no, it is. It's hard to get into. It's
sure.
a lot of muscle memory. But then that was supposed to be the hard part when you normally start guitar. But now I figured out how to use my right hand, and then I was like, I'll learn some chords. So I learned a couple of chords, and then I was able to kind of just keep going and going and going, and then you play covers. I played a lot of Mac DeMarco, and that's kind of how I learned all the chords. That's how I got good with being able to play to a song and play different types of chords in different orders and stuff. Is just learning every Mac DeMarco song. And then eventually I just wanted to just make up my own stuff. And Diddle around. I
Yeah.
don't. I used to sing a lot over the guitar, but I don't really do that anymore. I just let the guitar do the singing now.
Yeah, I remember back then you would definitely sing over sometimes.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done that. Maybe I still got it, but I forget all my covers
I'm sure
now.
you do. I'm sure
I'd
you
have
do.
to relearn all my
it's in
covers.
your blood.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so while we're on the topic of back then as well, what would you say some of your most listened to artists were during your like high school and
High school was a big time for music. That's when I like got into music.
yeah.
Before I didn't really. It was kind of like an afterthought. I liked the Beatles a lot for a long time, like growing up as a kid. That was the first time because I never listened to the radio. I never listened to what was being made at the time when I was a kid. So I didn't know any like hits from the 2000s, and I barely knew any from like the 2010s. I just didn't listen to the music that was coming out at that time. Dad would play his classic rock all the time.
70s.
And then I got really into the Beatles and starting in middle school, and then after that I got into Daft Punk.
Daft Punk's awesome, yeah.
I started branching out genres there. I got into Daft Punk and I was like learned like about electronic music and I was like, oh, this is a whole different world.
Yeah.
And then I got into like Deadmau5 and Skrillex were really big at that time.
Yep.
So I was like, I got into those because I was into electronic music now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember back then with Daft Punk I'm assuming it was some app or something would let you essentially do what they do by pressing the buttons to make the specific beats that they were doing.
Yeah, it was like a sampler app, but
and you would learn how to do
sounds
it.
were already preloaded to be harder, better, faster, stronger.
Yep.
And you just timed it. You play the little beats and stuff. I had fun with that.
Yeah, I remember you're very proud of it too because you would show me.
Yeah.
And I heard I was a troublemaker back then. So why would you like me back then? So that's how I know. That's how exactly. That's how I know.
Check this out.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's how I
man.
know you were like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So and now you play the guitar. I see you got a piano right here next to me.
Yep. Got the romp. I got the sampler.
Yep,
I make hip hop
sampler.
beats. I'm really into hip hop and I like making beats. Yeah. But high school. Again, the Velvet Underground was like the start for it. It was like it made me think about music in a completely different way, and I was like, music can be more than just like something you just dance around and tap your foot to. Like it can be like a much deeper expression of art.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of the rabbit hole from there.
Well, it's funny you say that. I was actually gonna ask this next question. Some people consider music to be a distraction of sorts. For example, you're not allowed to listen to it in school. You can't listen to it at most workplaces, etc. Would you consider music to be a distraction, or maybe is it depending on the person, circumstance?
Well, yeah, it does kind of depend on a few factors, but I would say, for the most part, like, yes, and that's why it's so good. It can distract you from the hard problems you're having in your life. It can distract you from bad feelings. It can distract you from feeling sad. It can distract you from work. You're doing deliveries. It can distract you from having to deal with the road,
Yeah.
And I think that's good. I think it's a good distraction to have. Obviously, it can help you focus in some ways, but, I'm going to have a hard time reading an English prompt when I'm listening to words at the same time. And I don't really listen to music too much to try and focus. I do find it distracting in that way just because I like it too much, and I'm just going to give all my focus to the music. And I'm just going to be like, God, this song kicks so much out. What was I doing,
Right. Yeah, I will say that I personally feel like, again, I do think it varies person to person.
In genre. Like, if you're listening to classical music, you're probably going to be less distracted than if you're listening to Metallica.
Right, yeah. So, like, I definitely feel that it varies, but for me personally, I feel that when I would listen to it in school, it would help me substantially. Maybe not a
You just
English
lock
class, for
You're a
example,
numbers
you
guy,
know.
though.
Right. But I do feel that when I would listen to music in school, I was able to focus a lot more. And I don't know if that, because knowing how I was back then, it could have just been, oh, the teachers are letting me do what I want, so I'll focus better now, or it could have been just the music. I'm not sure. But I'm assuming it's the music, and so I feel that it did help me focus.
Yeah, if you can lock in, if it helps you just really
Yeah.
lock in and do something. But, I mean, imagine if you didn't get to pick the music, though.
Yeah, then I would definitely be, pretty,
A little distracted.
I'd go, what are they talking about right now? Like,
But again, I think it's a healthy distraction. There's worse distractions out there. You could be doing fentanyl.
that's true. that is a possibility.
Shout out
But I'm not-
fentanyl and all my fentanylers out there.
Oh, God.
We're not knocking fentanyl, but it's a less healthy distraction than music. I would say.
Yeah, hopefully we see you next week. Anyway, uh, shoot, I lost my place now. Okay. Okay, you mentioned earlier that you have done a live performance kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that brings me to asking, I know you've done some karaoke in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Where did that all start? Karaoke, whether, maybe not even karaoke, but just performing in front of a live audience. How did that all start for you?
So my friend Merrick, he was really good at performing. He was a big performer. He would do, the talent shows.
Yep.
And so did Chloe.
Yep.
She would just tear down the house every time she, did a talent show.
Yeah,
They were
hated her
always
for some
really
reason.
into performing. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm scared. I don't like that. I'll play the bucket a couple times.
Dude, that was all. I still remember.
That's all I'll give
I have
you.
a CD.
I'll play the bucket, and that's all you get. But they were just super into, performing live. And Merrick, he would write his own songs. Chloe did a lot of really good covers and stuff like that. And I loved watching them do it and how a room would just kind of quiet down and just give them the attention. And I was like, man, you're really connecting with people in like a special way doing that. And I never got good at the guitar during high school, so I never did a talent show playing the guitar or anything, because I didn't have the skills yet. But afterwards, we had downtown. There's a little cafe that a lot of the kids went to, and they had an open mic thing. So they would have open mic nights like on Fridays or something like that. And a bunch of people went, like people from school, and then Merrick would go, Chloe would go. And so the first time I ever performed in front of people was there. I did an open mic. I had the guitar. The first song I did was I Can Tell We're Gonna Be Friends by White Stripes.
Good song, yep.
And it was funny because I was like, oh boy, I was so nervous. I was so nervous that I didn't look at anybody. I just stared up at the ceiling. So I didn't see anybody.
I'm sure no one noticed.
Right. Or I would close my eyes. Like I would just really...
I would
that's close
good.
my
That's
eyes
good.
or look away. And so I started playing I Can Tell We're Gonna Be Friends, and immediately people just started singing along. And I felt like better about it.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like when you get off the roller coaster. Like you were so scared waiting in line, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do this. This is dumb. I'm gonna get off. But then when you get off the roller coaster, you're like, oh, holy shit, that was epic. Let's go again. Let's get in line. Hurry before it wears off. Let's go.
Right.
And so you kind of get that adrenaline and you start feeling good. And then I did like a Nutri-Milk Hotel song after that, and that was it. I did those 2 songs and I got off, and I just kept going back there a couple times and got comfortable with it. And I still get nervous, because especially doing karaoke. Like, I like doing karaoke, but I have to have a couple brewskis before I have the courage to go up there. But when I do, everybody loves it. I usually tear down the house.
I was gonna say I was there for at least one of them.
Which one was that?
I don't remember which one. I was still a youngling.
We
back
have
then.
to go. We have to go.
But,
You don't have to sing, but we have to. They do one at the Agitated Grape.
Oh, okay.
And all
I
of my
hear that place
old
is actually pretty good. So
it's awesome. It's awesome. I went there. They do fun karaoke. I went there with some friends one time, and everybody was having a blast. You would really like it, actually.
You know, fun fact, real
Uh-huh.
quick. The owner of that place,
Yeah.
I don't remember. Again, I was young at this time, but when it was opening, Dad recorded a
Music video.
music video. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
And I helped him. I
Yeah.
attempted to help him, that is.
Yes.
I did my own camera shots.
Yeah. You weren't bad with the camera.
It turns out that he had the zoom in the wrong zoom. I don't know how cameras work, but I guess it was wrong. Something was wrong the whole time that I was doing all of
This
my
is so sad.
camera angles. Now he could have just said that because I sucked. And
Maybe.
so he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna tell him I messed up. You know? So I don't know. I don't know. But either way, I attempted to help, and I don't remember much about it. But it made me think of that when you mentioned that place.
Yeah, I remember the owners. They'd like Amy Winehouse covers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they had
I
a
wasn't
music
sure.
video.
I remember. I remember the specific one. I took a video of him just tapping his foot like along to the beat. Well, Dad got the further out shot of the top half of him and stuff like that. I don't actually know how that ever turned out. I've never seen it.
I think it turned out fine. He did a lot of music videos back then. He was super
well, he
into
did
the
weddings
video
back
production.
then too. He did a
The
bunch
weddings
of stuff.
were fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was super into the video production thing before he settled into surveillance.
Yeah. Hey, he's making bank, so.
Oh yeah. Oh
so he just made a commercial too. I mean, go him.
I
Did you see that? Did you see that? It was awesome.
Yeah, he was so slick.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the best commercial
I was
ever.
like, okay. I didn't know he had it in him.
I knew nothing about it. I literally just opened Facebook, and I just see Dad. I go, oh, cool, Dad.
Yeah, reading the script.
And then I see who it's posted by. I go, wait a minute. And then I keep watching. I go, whoa, it's a commercial that Dad's doing.
Yeah.
It's like, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I really think it actually was pretty good too. It's like it was so commercial based,
Yeah. But anyways, what was the question?
I don't remember. We got off top. We do that sometimes.
Well, either way, that's probably maybe I answered it.
You probably did. Oh yeah, we were just talking about how you started your whole live performance.
Oh yeah. Now I do.
stuff.
Yeah, I do karaoke sometimes.
Yeah.
And I want to get back into it. The thing is, my partner in crime lives in Arizona now, so I have no one to.
That is pretty tough.
I'm missing my second half of the music that I currently produce.
Yeah.
Like I still make music and drop music like new, but I'm not the vocalist on them, and I can't do it myself. So.
Yep. I wish I could help you out, but
drop some bars.
I don't know. What
I used to do this thing where I'd have my friends come over and read some bars I made for them, and then over a beat, and they would have to read it for the first time and like on camera, and we recorded it.
You said you were gonna do one for me.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want it. But the thing is, they're all them roasting themselves.
That's fine.
I don't know what I would say. I don't have anything mean to say about you. But it was real easy for like Lucas.
I can take. Yeah, I don't know. I can take some heat. Lay it on me. It'd be fun.
I'll think of something.
It
would be a very fun video.
It'd be funny.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. But more back on topic here.
Uh-huh.
I have another question. I feel is pretty important.
Passionate about this question here.
Yes. So, what kind of music do you listen to say cheer you up, or do you think that in an overall aspect does music affect your mood? And assuming that it does, just give us an example of that. Maybe there's a time you were sad, you listened to some Beatles, and you're like, oh man, I feel great now, or
I don't know.
Is there anything you can think of along those lines?
I usually won't listen to music to change my mood, but to kind of like wallow in it.
Okay.
So if I'm bummed out, I'm gonna listen to some like sad stuff
That's how I am.
and
Yeah.
like feel it out. Or if I'm like, going for a drive and I'm feeling pretty good, I'll put on something bumping.
Yeah.
You know, I like to put on stuff to kind of match the mood of. I like go through seasons.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yep.
And I will only listen to something during the season. So then when I come back around the next year and I listen to it, I'm like, oh, classic fall. I know all these songs. These are my fall songs. So
Yeah.
I'm fairly cyclical with it. So, in the summer, I'm usually listening to, more pop, some more bopping, more summery kind of music, some electronic stuff, some four to the floor. And then in the fall, I get really into like folk. I get into old cowboy stuff, some old country. I'm listening to a lot of Adrian Lenker right now. Shout out Adrian Lenker. And I will just kind of like try to match the mood of the seasons. Like I try to embrace each season so I don't ever feel like I'm fighting it, because you can get like seasonal depression and stuff like when it gets dark, and it's like, if you kind of just embrace it and love it for what it is, like just decorate your house to be fall, get really into pumpkin spice, learn to love the season. Then when it gets cold, get cozy clothes, like bundle up in clothes that you enjoy and stuff, and listen to good winter music, get into Christmas music, decorate, so I always try to make sure I'm like matching the season so that I can always just really live it up in the moment.
Yeah.
I listen to music at work. Most of the stuff I'll listen to is kind of like ambient stuff. I listen to relax a lot, mostly, I would say, to get into like a calm headspace, because my head gets noisy, and if I can lock in on some music, it gives me a more clear head, and I can just feel more relaxed and clear-headed that way.
Yeah, I think that for me personally, I don't do the whole season thing.
Yeah.
Although I have heard recently, actually, this guy that I work with said he only listens to country in the summer. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you could listen to think about like top 40 country in the summer, like got my boots in the sand,
right.
sand,
No, and
beer in
I
my hand.
And I do get it. It's just I never even considered that as like a possibility until he said that he does that, and I'm
changing
like,
music to the season.
Yeah, and because like for me, I've never been like that. I listen to my music year round, and that's it. That's what I do, And so when he mentioned that to me, I'm like, I literally asked him, I was like, "What are you talking about? You don't just listen to music for a season," and well, why not? You know?
Well, I would get in phases too, so I would like get really into this band or get really into this genre, and I would listen to that for like a really long time and just deep dive into that one thing for a while, but yeah, I started doing the season thing a couple years ago just to kind of help and live in each season, and it really pays off. Like when you come back around, like you get nostalgic for last year. Like once you start playing those songs, you'd be like, oh man, I remember this from last year. Like this is the vibe. And if you keep it consistent, like it's kind of like why Christmas movies always hit, because you only watch them around Christmas.
Yeah.
And so when you it's Christmas time and you watch it, you're like, I'm there.
Well, I will say that I definitely do that with Christmas music.
Well, yeah, that's
because,
like the exception. Everybody does that, yeah.
But like the reason I mention it is because, first of all, I love some Christmas music, man. It gets you in the spirit.
Super into it.
It gets you just in a happy, giddy mood.
Exactly, because you associate that music with the season.
Yep, and
now imagine if you could do that for summer.
Yeah, I mean,
just pick out a really good summer playlist or a really good.
But then I'm gonna miss it and want to listen to it before 8 more months go by.
Well, it's the delayed gratification.
I don't want. I want my gratification now. Right.
Well,
personally, all right.
I guess so, but you're such a hard worker. You save so much money. You seem to be a big delayed gratification guy.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm just...
Or maybe pick some songs that you haven't listened to before. Get really into a certain artist or a certain album and listen to that for a summer. Or like include it into your normal playlist for a summer. So you can listen to your other stuff, but you're sprinkling in this new stuff only for the summer. And then you change and you listen to another thing. You sprinkle that new thing into the new season.
I like my current artists though. I want to be their number one fans, you know.
Yeah.
Which will never happen.
You want to try to platinum the artist on Spotify.
Right? Yeah. I was thinking back to an earlier question that you had. You asked me if there are any genres that I would consider nowadays compared to back then, and it had me thinking. Along with rock, because I am
hard
I'm
rock.
Still no, I am listening to rock currently. But if I had to fully answer your question, like in the sense of you said that I'm not currently like listening to, but would consider
jazz. You're getting into jazz.
No, blues though.
Okay, so
a little bit, yeah.
No, that goes hand in hand with rock and jazz.
I have listened to some blues recently.
What blues are you listening to?
I don't know names of any.
What is it? Full band? Just a guy and his guitar?
It's pretty much that. It's mainly just like you hear like one or two instruments, and it's just like one guy.
And you're like,
singing.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've listened to a few of those kinds of songs.
Do you know what songs?
I have no idea. I'd have to look through the playlist to figure that out.
Well, that's
I made a playlist and I have some on there. I don't know names. I don't know who it's by. I don't know.
You just vibe.
I was like, oh, this song sounds nice. I'm gonna add it. And then
did you see that movie? Did you see that movie Sinners?
No,
that's a blues movie. You really like it. It's got Haley Steinfeld in it.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
And blues.
Gracie, you didn't hear that?
It's a really good movie, though. Actually, like you'll probably love it. I can't lie.
I mean, I actually have been wanting to watch it because you rated it so highly.
Really good, yeah. Shout out to my coworkers. You guys are idiots. You didn't know what you're talking about with that movie. Sinners is phenomenal. Yeah. What's a guilty pleasure song for you? What's a song that you love, but you're just embarrassed that you like it so much? Like, I really like that M to the B song. You know that one?
That song sucks.
Right, it does. It's horrible, but I love it.
It's so bad.
I love listening to it. It's very naive. She's not good at what, but it's so charming and catchy to me.
I hate it.
I really like that song.
It's so bad.
But with something like that, what's a guilty pleasure song where you're like, man, this song sucked, but I love it?
I like WAP. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. I can't think of one particularly right now.
What about a rock song that you think?
I don't know if this isn't because I'm not afraid to admit this or like point it out. I'd listen to it in front of people, but there is a specific song I was like, this is still a banger. TikTok by I think it Kesha.
Yeah,
it's a good song.
That's a good guilty pleasure.
I like that one. That's a good song.
Yeah, that would count.
Because like it's definitely not like the normal music I listen to. Like it's kind of a banger, man. Like it was back then.
Oh yeah.
Still is. TikTok on the clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if that counts, then I guess that's probably the song I would choose. It's a good song though. I like that song.
I would say that fits the criteria. I would say that's a good guilty pleasure.
I like this song.
Someone would be like, "You listen to this?"
Heck yeah, man. Well, actually, now that we're talking about it, I will say I've been getting into a lot of like 2000s and 2010s pop.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, there's like a bunch that I just hate because they're just bad. But like,
any Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake.
No, not even them. No.
What are you listening to from the 2000s?
Kanye. I mean, I can look. I don't think that I do listen to Kanye, but not related to.
Rest in peace, Kanye.
To this. Yeah, Kanye. This is different Kanye.
Well, I don't listen to Kanye now.
I don't listen to him anymore, but I did a few years back.
Yeah,
I did a few years
we
back.
all did. Yeah, I know.
So like
something changed.
he's a robot now. I don't know.
He's
what
a
happened.
robot Nazi. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He is
He made
like
a song
literally a
about
robot.
having sex with his cousin recently. Like I don't.
That one I kind of like, but
Oh, I didn't listen to it. I just heard about it. I was like,
but
oh,
he's
okay.
like he's doing like AI voice. Like he'll do his own voice like with an AI,
God.
so he doesn't have to do it. I guess I don't know. He's so odd.
Oh, God.
I don't. He used to be like on the forefront of being like what music is and can be, and now he just completely is the opposite. He's so derivative
Rihanna
and so
ruined him.
bad. Rihanna? You mean like I think he ruined himself, but you know the Kardashians and
Yeah, Kardashians didn't help that either.
his mom. He went crazy when his mom died for sure.
I don't even know
But
about
he could have
that.
been always crazy. He could have been always
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Another one
Yeah.
actually.
The
Now,
guilty pleasure.
yes,
Stuff?
another one that I actually do like a lot. "Hips Don't Lie" by Shakira.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good song. It's
Yeah.
a good song.
There's a really good promotional still I saw for that song
Oh, really?
where she's like standing there and she has a lie detector hooked up to her
no.
hips, and the guy's reading it like they don't lie.
They don't lie. That's awesome. Oh no. Okay, so I got some artists here that I've been listening
Yeah,
to.
give me the blues ones. I want to know who you're.
I'll
listening
look at that after. So, some of the pop artists I'm listening to
from the
back then.
2000s. Yeah.
I got Kesha.
Classic.
I got some 2000s Usher. Some
Okay. Yeah. Do you like
Pitbull.
R&B? Then that's Usher. Like.
Not really. It's just specific songs.
Okay.
I'm listening to some old Rihanna, old Jay-Z.
Okay.
I got some T-Pain on here.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do got some
This
Britney
is
Spears.
all
Not
good
much
stuff.
though. I got some Justin Timberlake. You asked that. I wasn't sure
Sexy
if I
Back,
did.
right?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
the one that's on here. Let's see. Got some Jennifer Lopez, Sean Kingston. Let's see. Some Fergie.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
This is. These are good.
And then while we talk, I'm gonna see if I can find some.
Yeah,
of these
this is all the
blues.
stuff I never listened to when it was coming out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I mean,
I
obviously
wasn't exposed to it. My dad was like, "You're not gonna listen to the radio. You're gonna listen to
Yeah.
this."
You're gonna listen to
Dark Side
70s
of the
rock.
Moon.
Yes,
Again.
exactly. There is now that I'm looking at his name, there's a specific, I would say, my favorite blues artist, John Lee Hooker.
John Lee Hooker. Shout out John Lee Hooker.
I think he's dead.
Shout out all the John Lee Hooker guys out there.
The reason I mention him is because he was like kind of part of that whole Motown thing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so there's a lot of those songs on like Dad's football playlist and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, he does listen to a little bit more than rock. I do like his
He does.
progressive rock stuff. I like Sigaros and everything.
Yeah, it's not just like hard rock all the time. Because I remember, like, decade back, that was like a majority of what you listened to, and I think that's maybe why we were so off put by a lot of.
Yeah,
the
we're like,
music
I would be
back
like,
then.
this song could be good, but I wouldn't know.
Not 10 times in
I
a row.
wouldn't know. I don't know. It's just background sound. It's like,
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot of blues artists, so if you maybe if you name some I'd know, but I mean, I guess John Lee Hooker's the main blues guy I listen to.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely watch Sinners. You'll really like it. You'll
Yeah. I just saw that new Now You Can See. Is that it?
Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
See, okay, yeah.
Yes. Good.
Which,
name.
by the way, I just found out where Dad got that email from now. He has an email that is
Now
called-
You See Me.
Yes.
That's the.
I didn't know what that was from. I had no idea.
Or no, it's Now You Can See.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a surveillance website they have. I think it was for EOS.
Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was related to those movies.
Nope, that's Now You See Me. He does not
Well,
have
I know,
a website
but I thought it was
dedicated-
just like, I thought it was, okay.
No, it's I will install your cameras and now you can see.
Ah.
Yeah.
at gmail.com.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
You know, that does make more sense. But I was like, well, maybe it's an old email. Maybe that's he saw the movies and he was like, shoot, these movies are awesome. I'm gonna make an email. You know, I don't know. I was just trying to put it together.
On the right path.
I was trying to put it together.
This is good
because like. I don't know. I
really
saw that
smart.
email. I was just trying. I'm not a detective, all right? I was trying my best. Okay. This is definitely going in the song, isn't it? Oh, no. I'm getting roasted soon here.
All right. Well, if you could bring back any dead musical artist, who would be?
That's real tough. Should we consider age as a factor? Like, if I brought them back,
dead,
how long would I get them back?
They would just be alive again. From
well,
the same
right, but
age
if I
they
pick
were.
an 80-year-old and he's only got like 2 more years left to live,
He's still alive. He can still make music.
okay, so no time limit.
If someone died 100 years ago, you can bring back Beethoven, I guess, if you want.
I don't know why I'm asking because I think I already have.
There's a lot of dead popular artists that you could pick from.
I already have my answer. He's like very young, so I don't know why I'm asking.
He's the 27 Club. A lot of them died at 27.
Maybe, definitely around there. I was gonna say Mac Miller.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. He might have been 27.
I'm pretty sure he was right
so.
around there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're about to drop.
I just can you imagine him coming back? Especially with, I feel like the music that's coming out these days as well. It'd be so refreshing to get some of his music, like.
Or would he have fallen into it and completely fallen off?
Well, I like to imagine that he wouldn't,
right.
You know.
Yeah.
But like listening to some of his other music back then, and just hearing some of the music we get released now, and it's like, man, it makes you think, it makes you wonder, you know.
Yeah, they're about to drop, I think, an unreleased Madlib album he did.
Okay.
With Madlib. Madlib on beats, Mac on MCs. It's called Maclib.
All right, sure.
There's been little bits of leaks over the years, you
Okay.
know. He would play little snippets at his shows, Madlib. But I think they're getting it together, and they're gonna drop it posthumously.
Well, it's about time.
If it sucks, then that would be a bummer. But you know.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't. But yeah.
What do you think? How do you feel about when they grave rob these artists and like find their old demos and stuff and put those on albums?
I think that it's exactly what you would expect out of humanity. But do I support it? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I would expect nothing less out of humans, honestly. Especially Americans, come on.
Yeah.
So, like, honestly, I would expect nothing less.
Yeah.
Nothing. You get every single penny you can out of them.
I know. Especially like Kurt
what.
Cobain, like just releasing his demos. It's like, it's everything he was against, but it's fine.
Yeah, and they still talk about him. Let the man rest.
It's over.
Please.
It's over. Rest in peace.
I mean, my goodness.
Shout out Mac Miller. Shout out Kurt Cobain.
Shout out all the homies in the music industry.
Shout out music.
Shout out music. Bye.